Welcome to our channel. Today, we have the following news. Liu Yuning's Spring Festival Gala Rehearsal footage sparks discussion. On January 5th, despite the biting winter wind sweeping through Beijing, the atmosphere outside the CCTV headquarters felt unexpectedly warm. Liu Yuning, wearing a classic houndstooth coat, calmly stepped into the venue for the first rehearsal of the 2026 CCTV Spring Festival Gala. Tall and composed, he carried himself with a confidence that came not from showmanship, but from experience. This appearance marked his third consecutive year being invited to China's most prestigious stage. As soon as rehearsal footage surfaced online, discussions erupted. Some netizens joked, "Is Liu Yuning turning the Spring Festival Gala into his own living room?" Yet beneath the humor lay genuine recognition of his steady rise. Liu Yuning's journey is, in many ways, more dramatic than any scripted television series. Back in 2014, on the old streets of Andong and Dandong, Liaoning, a tall, skinny young man stood in freezing temperatures with nothing but a phone stand and a microphone. Singing seriously to passers-by, mostly elderly locals, he was met with puzzled looks and murmured judgments. "Whose kid is this?" some asked. "Why isn't he doing something practical?" Few could have imagined that this once dismissed street performer would, a decade later, become a familiar face on the Spring Festival Gala stage. Unlike stories of sudden fame or overnight miracles, Liu Yuning's struggles were subtle and persistent, rooted in doubt rather than disaster. When he first transitioned from internet live streamer to professional singer, skepticism followed him everywhere. An internet celebrity wants to sing seriously, industry insiders whispered. Even his first solo concert was a test of nerves. Backstage, his palms were drenched in sweat as he repeatedly practiced breath control, afraid of falling short. In 2019, when he joined the show Singer, he introduced himself humbly, "I'm here to learn." Yet his heartfelt performance of Wandering moved both audiences and professionals alike, catching the attention of the Spring Festival Gala production team. On New Year's Eve 2024, Liu Yuning made his long-awaited debut on the gala, performing Cher alongside Das Hangwei. Behind the scenes, however, pressure weighed heavily on him. Unable to sleep during rehearsals, he worried constantly about disappointing the team. On performance day, he arrived backstage 3 hours early, warming up his voice and repeating each phrase dozens of times. The final result was seamless, his restrained composure balanced perfectly with Das Hangwei's exuberance, and a single word was enough to convey layers of emotion. In 2025, Liu Yuning returned to the gala, this time as part of the dubbing boys group, performing the traditional style piece The Dipper Points East, Spring Across the World. Determined to honor the cultural depth of the song, he sought guidance from a Kung opera teacher, refining his pronunciation and rhythm line by line. During rehearsals, he refused to use a teleprompter, explaining that it was a matter of respect for traditional culture. When he stepped onto the stage that night, every movement and glance embodied classical Chinese aesthetics. Viewers flooded social media with praise, joking that he must have secretly studied opera for years. By the January 5th rehearsal this year, Liu Yuning appeared noticeably more relaxed. In leaked footage, he chatted casually with staff and even cracked jokes, an ease built on years of preparation and discipline. Asked about the secret to appearing on the Spring Festival Gala 3 years in a row, he answered simply, "There's no secret. I treat every performance like it's my first and prepare seriously." Behind that calm smile lies an astonishing workload. In just 8 days from December 16 to 23, Liu Yuning completed multiple variety show recordings, held 2 large-scale concerts, attended the Star Awards, and participated in New Year's Eve Gala recordings. His concerts alone featured 68 consecutive songs. In December, he appeared in 5 galas, alongside live streams and OST releases. Despite this relentless pace, he remained in top form. Crew members revealed that he practiced singing during every break, carrying a lyric notebook wherever he went. Recording engineers noted that he always arrived early, warmed up thoroughly, and completed recordings efficiently without delays. Liu Yuning's staying power is no accident. His voice is distinctive, clear high notes without strain and a deep, magnetic low register. At the 2026 Jiangsu TV New Year's Eve concert, his live performance was so stable that critics dubbed him a walking sound editing machine. More importantly, in an industry obsessed with hype, he avoids CP marketing, avoids fights over billing, and lets his work speak for itself. During 2025 gala rehearsals, he reportedly had a high fever but refused to rest, insisting on not disrupting the schedule. The audience never noticed any weakness in his final performance. Now, entering his 3rd consecutive year, Anticipation is growing. Insiders suggest that his 2026 performance may feature a warm, uplifting song, possibly aimed at ordinary working people, or perhaps an evolution of his traditional style. From the streets of Andong to the center of the CCTV stage, Lee Yuning's journey took 10 years. In that decade, he faced countless rejections, doubts, and dismissals. His only response was simple: "I want to try." His continued presence on the Spring Festival Gala is not luck, it is inevitability. And when his voice rings out on New Year's Eve, it carries more than melody. It carries the proof that perseverance, when repeated enough times, can turn an ordinary dream into an extraordinary reality. Lee Yuning, see you at the 2026 Spring Festival Gala.